Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I am going to be discussing my top foundations and concealers of 2015. There are so many makeup products that I want to discuss with all of you that I figured I would just break them down into a couple of different videos. So this way you don't have to sit here for like 15 or 20 minutes listening to every single thing that I have to say about the products that I love. So let's get started. In 2015, I tried the Dior Nude Air Serum Foundation, and this is by far one of my absolute favorite foundations. It has a very silky consistency to it. It's medium coverage. You could probably get a little fuller coverage out of it by adding a second or third layer, but this is excellent for all different skin types. It's a very lightweight foundation that has exceptional nutrients in it that are great for anti-aging properties. So you really can start using this in your mid-20s if you're looking for a new foundation. And what I like about it is that it doesn't really accentuate any of the fine lines, the pores, or the wrinkles that are on the skin. It just gives this beautiful glow to the skin without looking oily. It's just a fantastic foundation. And I have a complete review on this that I'll put a link down below so that you guys can actually get some more information on it. So this is going to be my top choice of foundations. Second, I cannot leave out my IT Cosmetics CC Cream. This is in the shade medium. I absolutely love this. I've been using this for a few years now and I take this everywhere with me. What I love about this CC Cream is because it is a full coverage foundation, but it's creamy. And instead of putting one pump, like let's just say you don't like a lot of foundation, you could do like half of a pump and buff it out all over the face with the Heavenly Luxe brush. And it's such another really great foundation. It gives you the SPF 50 plus. You do not use this in place of your sunscreen, but this is great when you're on the go every day, especially going to work. Even though it's winter right now, you still want some type of coverage on your face, and this offers that, which is great. It's an anti-aging hydrating cream formula, so this basically takes the step of your color corrector, your primer, your moisturizer, and your anti-aging with your SPF. So it's going to pretty much target everything. And what I love about this CC cream is like if I mix it with other foundations, because sometimes I like to do that, it just leaves such a nice, beautiful finish on the skin. From the drugstore, I absolutely love L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. And I have a complete review on this as well that I did last year. And this is by far one of the best demi matte foundations that I have tried. I love mixing this with, let's just say I have another foundation that offers too much of a glow, but I still like the consistency of it. I will mix a little bit of this into it and it just looks so good. I think in my last tutorial, I mixed this with the CC cream and the coverage was like impeccable. And if you have oily skin and you really don't like to wear a lot of makeup, but you like something that is matte, you are going to love this. I mean, it's just an exceptional drugstore product. The entire line is great. And it has a very light consistency to it. So when you do put it on, you can just blend it in with your fingers, or again, the Heavenly Luxe foundation brush, or whatever light foundation brush that you have, and it will just buff right into the skin. And it really looks like second skin. It's great. If you have mature skin and you do like matte foundations, you're going to love this because it's not going to give you that full coverage, but it's just going to even out the skin tone. It's going to look really good. So I'm not such a huge fan of BB creams just because it's like a tinted moisturizer. So this would be my next stop that I would go with. Like if somebody said to me, well, I don't really like BB creams or CC creams, but I don't want over the top coverage, but I want something that's affordable, then I would send them in with L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. The other foundation that I really liked last year of 2015 was the LC Micro Silk Foundation, and I put this in a few of my tutorials. And what I liked about this, again, it was a light consistency. I would say medium coverage, and it is buildable. Like you could get it to full coverage if you put one layer on, let it sit for a minute, and then add another layer. It's not extremely matte and it's not dewy. It really does give you that silken finish on the skin, and it does stay on all day. I'm still on the fence if this is worthy for my kit. I still have to experiment with it a little bit more to see if this is something that I would like for my clients in my kit, but I can tell you that it is very good foundation. And the shade that I have is Sand, and It does mimic the Makeup Forever HD foundation a little bit, but to me this is a little bit more matte. But when you put it on, it's not an extremely matte coverage. The next foundation that I love is the Lorac Natural Performance Foundation. This is an oil-free foundation. It does give that skin-like appearance to the face. This is going to give you great coverage, and again, it's going to look like skin throughout the day. This has a little bit more of a glow than the LC Micro Silk. So if you're not into having that your skin with foundation looking like skin, then this might be a little too much dewy for you, although it doesn't really give that dewy look. But for me, it has more of that skin-like appearance with this. Last year, I experimented with a little bit more of the MAC Studio Fix Fluid foundations, which I really, sincerely, truly love. I have now incorporated these into my professional makeup kit. This is a full coverage foundation. It goes from medium to full coverage. It lasts all day. Every client that I have used it on, depending on how much of a glamorous look my clients want, they love it. When I'm going out and I have somewhere to go, I love using this because it really does, it mimics the skin without looking oily or too matte, and it does stay on all day. If you've tried the Studio Fix powder foundation, then you are going to love the fluid foundation. My only advice to you guys is I typically go more towards warmer colors. Even if you're a cool toned person or you have a client that's cool toned, I've been teaching the makeup artists that I've been working with is that I always go with a warmer shade, because the truth is that even though you go with a cool tone, if you go and take pictures or you go into the natural light, you will notice that sometimes the shades are too pink or they just make the skin look exceptionally white. So this is a great foundation for any age category. I have clients in 30s, 40s, and 50s, and they look great. If you are of maturer age and do love to wear foundation, you're really going to wind up liking the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. Last but not least, I cannot forget the Miraness 10 Collagen Cushion Compact Foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. I have a complete review on it, and I'll put that down below if you guys want to check this out. So it's a cushion compact, but what's nice about it is that it offers a very nice full coverage foundation, full coverage without looking cakey. So like for my mom, she's over 60. I put this on her and her skin just looks so good. It does give you that medium to full coverage, but it doesn't look like you're wearing makeup. It just looks so pretty on the skin. And for that, I fell in love with it because this is such a great foundation for those of you that do like the compacts, because like I said, it gives you that medium to full coverage, but it still looks like it's you. You're not going to have cake face. So any of the foundations that I mentioned today, you are definitely not going to have cake face. It just all depends on the type of coverage that you like and what you're looking for. And also, I mix my foundations together. So don't be afraid to, let's just say if you like something about Elsie, but maybe you want a little bit of something else to like, you want a little bit more matte. I mix all my foundations together. I do it for my kit, my clients, and I do it on myself all the time. And that's the beauty about foundation, is that you can actually critique it to exactly the way that you want it. That's why I love makeup so much. I just want to tackle in on two setting powders that I loved and that I swear by. So the first one is the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. I adore this for setting any type of foundation on my skin. If you do not want the Secret Camouflage Brightening under eye powder, you can definitely go with this one. It just holds the foundation in place beautifully. It's light and it doesn't leave like a cast of whiteness over the skin. It's just a really nice translucent powder. The other powder that I am in love with is the Bye Bye Pores Airbrush Silk Pressed Powder. This is another fantastic pressed powder that I feel you can just dust all over the face and it just holds everything in place. And it doesn't look like you have a ton of powder on either. It doesn't look cakey. And I like applying this with the Heavenly Luxe Wand Bowl powder brush. These two together are great. You can even use this brush with the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder because it's going to work wonders, especially when you're giving yourself a nice little dusting. Now, if you want to go a little bit heavier, then I recommend using a beauty blender or a sponge, or you can go in with I would say like a kabuki brush like this. pack the powder on, and then start laying it down under the eye and let it sit for a little bit, which is called baking. And then what you would do is dust it off, and that would really absorb all the product into the powder without giving this major creasing look to it. So that's something else that I love. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick video on my top foundations of 2015. Please let me know if you have any questions about the products I discussed today, and I will be sure to just link everything down below so that you guys can see the reviews that I have on some of the products that I spoke about. And if you want a complete list of all the products that I discussed today, I'm gonna have everything in my blog post at makeupbyjosephine.com. So don't forget to subscribe to my blog so you can get all the details on the products that I discussed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And don't forget to share this video so that all your friends and family that really like makeup can get in on some of these fantastic products. Love you guys. I'll see all of you in my next video.